うるせえバーカ。
バカバカバカバカ。
What is good, man? It is your boy Nappy, man. I'm here with the gang, bro. I'm here with the gang per usual. Y'all know the vibes, man. Welcome to another installment of Baka Talks. We're doing things a little bit differently this time. Y'all might see a couple new faces here in the group with us today. I told y'all, man, season 2, we're doing things a little differently, man. Bigger and better. We got some guests, man, some special appearances here. I got my dog Skully here, man. Got my dog J Dot and my other dog Akuma in the building, man. Welcome in, boys. How y'all feeling?
Yo, we good, man. We feeling good, man.
Feeling great. Feeling
Ready
very
to talk
good.
about this
Happy to be
peak,
here.
man.
Oh yeah, man. We're here to talk the gospel with y'all, man. We're here to talk the gospel, man. You know, I got the regular gang with me. I got Tiger, I got OP Lock, and Dre D Boy in the building as well, man. We want to do a little group discussion for y'all today, man. Little chapter analysis, a little arc breakdown for One Piece. We're gonna talk about probably the most, I wouldn't say controversial, probably the most hype arc that we've gotten in a long time in One Piece. And that's crazy coming off the trails of Wano that we're saying that now, man. 2 years in the making. We're finally done with the Egghead Incident arc. Chapter 1124 just dropped unofficially at this time, but just dropped. And we're finally heading out, man. We're literally weeks away from Elbaf, which is crazy to say because we've been talking about Elbaf since what, Little Garden?
Forever. For a long time, bro.
Pre-time skill, really. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Been waiting on
People
it,
thought
bro.
after Wano we were going to Elbaf. Took a little detour.
Low key. I thought after Wano it's finna be Elbaf.
Mhm.
I feel like everybody did, bro. Like I feel like even the Straw Hats did too, but
Yeah.
you know, even characters in the story themselves got, got thrown for a twist there too. But you know, we're gonna talk some Egghead greatness here, and we're gonna talk some thoughts and opinions on what's coming up with Elbaf. But kind of little chapter breakdown, little chapter summary, man. You know, we got everybody on the Sunny in the giant ship. They're heading out. We got some good quality content with Kizaru adding to his character, and obviously with Akainu as well. We got Morgan's being Morgan's per usual, trying to make him some money. Can't blame him, bro.
Stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot, trying to find the next agenda to push. And we do see a strange character on the coastline at the end from Elbaf, our first official glimpse aside from the Kid and Shanks fight of Elbaf. So new character, which seems to know the Straw Hats are on the way, supposedly, from how that's being angled to us, the readers. So how y'all feeling about the chapter as a whole?
I feel good. I feel like, bro. This chapter is kind of toxic. I'm not gonna lie. This chapter is a little toxic. It's great, but this is so fucked. It is so depressing. But that last dude at the end, bro. I already know who it is. Everybody want to tell me it's not who I think it is, but I know who it is.
Bro, it is not Rocks, bro.
It
is not.
Of all places, he's in Elbaf, just chilling.
Chilling, bro. Everybody just be
Chilling with
chilling.
Shanks, drinking with Shanks, bro.
Why not? Why not?
That's his op, bro.
How do we know that he's actually an op?
Bro, he fought against Roger, bro.
So
that was one of Roger's ops.
Whitebeard fought against Roger.
Nah, they was on some
That
cool
nigga
shit.
told him what the D was. Pause.
Hey, yo.
He told him a D man. That's crazy. You don't tell your ops what your name means. No, maybe in some cases.
He said maybe in some cases.
I feel it,
scared of
your op.
Nah, chapter was gas though for sure, bro.
Big time.
Definitely glad we're wrapping up Egghead and heading into one of the most anticipated arcs in One Piece history, bro. Probably the most low key. People have been waiting on Elbaf for a minute. I like the way this arc wrapped up as well. It was good, bro. It's a feel good ending of a One Piece arc per usual, bro. The banquet, the party, a little bit of mixed emotions prior to that, but I mean, it all kind of made sense to me. So I don't know. I'm excited, bro. This next arc is gonna go crazy. We thought Egghead was crazy. Elbaf about to be probably twice as crazy, bro.
Quick question
Shoot.
for all of y'all. There at all these banquets, what kind of music do you think in like modern day that they would be listening to right now? Like looking at the ending of the
They
last
getting
chapter.
lit, bro. They turning up, bro.
Who would that artist be that got them like that?
Shit, they gotta be like some old thug, man. They gotta be in that bitch bumping
Some
lifestyle or some
thug?
shit. They gotta be in
Crazy,
that bitch bumping
man.
lifestyle or some
Did
shit.
a lot
like
of
fucking-
shit just to get. I'm
Like a
dead.
demon tonight.
I mean, they are pirates, so
Not
This
some
nigga
thug,
lit
bro.
up.
they be modern day thugs. So I think they would be listening to some type shit like that.
They in that bitch listening
Bro,
to
you know
Almost
Brooke got
Stoner or
you know
some
Brooke
shit.
got that bitch jumping though, for real. They got
Oh,
the soul
yeah.
thing. They
Facts.
got that
Oh
bitch jumping.
God,
Yeah, he'll be playing whatever he need to for it.
world renowned, man.
Yeah, he got a guitar in his hand right now. Yeah, whole time. Yeah, bro, really like that.
Jada, what you think they playing up in there?
Check. Probably some Future. It could be some Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart
Future
answer.
is crazy.
Smart answer.
Going crazy. Going
They listen to
crazy.
type shit right now, bro. They get lit.
Bro, could you imagine Brooke just dropping just like a 12 bar just freestyle on the guitar?
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, just get to
Oh,
ripping
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, they listening to Not Like Us, bro. Talking about the government. They not like
You know,
us,
like,
bro.
the
The government not like us,
The way the chapter in
I
the
mean, I can see it. It's been a while since I seen Zoro smile. This nigga over
Facts.
here geeked up.
Yeah.
Or no,
Yeah,
it's they not like us to Law and Kid.
Oh,
Stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
damn, they
That's
just talking
tough, bro.
crazy every day, bro.
It's the truth, man. It's the truth.
That
I mean,
string
he's
was
not lying.
crazy.
They, God damn.
Nah, that's now that you mentioned that honestly just shows like how much we was eating this arc as a whole. Like, can y'all imagine like 2 years? It's been 2 years. Like One Piece arcs be long, but like we was talking before the recording started, like it did not feel like it's been 2 years. Like literally in like I think the next month and a half, it'll be like a full 2 years since Egghead started.
I was surprised when you said it.
I feel like their transition from
Wait,
arc
what?
to arc is just really smooth.
Yeah.
Always has been 100%.
I feel like it got better, especially from Wano to here. I
Oh,
feel like this
yeah.
was the easiest transition ever. Like they got there and shit just started popping off. We started learning shit.
And it was on some
Yeah,
random
but it
shit.
didn't take long.
Yeah,
Low-key.
real
Like,
random
it was like
shit.
at a randomness.
I like the
I
way
feel like
this chapter began though. This shit was tough, man. With just like Vivi and her standing up to Morgan. He trying to
she
be a
was
little
like,
snake.
You can fucking rat all you want, ho. Like, it don't matter. We finna die anyway, shit.
10 toes, bro. She stays 10 toes every time we see her, man.
Morgan said, I don't give a fuck what kind of moral shit you got going on. I'm finna put this story out, man. Fuck all that extra shit.
Need the views, man. Need the views.
I'm trying to get the views, bitch. You talking about some no they didn't. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what they did, bro. Whatever's gonna give me these views, man, we gonna put in this paper, man. You ain't hear that nigga Vegapunk trying to create the internet. You over here worried about some fucking morals, bitch. I need the views right now.
Need that paper.
That
like,
ass,
shit.
bro.
Man, man, no funny.
You know what I'm saying? Vegapunk was trying to fuck my bag up, man. I need this.
Hey, we say we gonna twist
Luffy
the
shot.
we gonna twist the truth a little bit too while we at it to make it a little more exciting for the viewers.
Exactly.
Just like real news, bro.
Just like how they did rocks, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. You think Rox is y'all think Rox was a good guy or something? They just framed it differently.
I feel like
Potentially.
Rox was probably like a chaotic good or a chaotic neutral. He was probably a
Okay.
little crazy.
I see what you're saying.
like a
Actually, that makes
Luffy.
sense to me. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I guess Luffy is chaotic good. You're right.
I feel like he just did whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
I'd have to see.
But
I've
never heard of him doing
I don't
something
trust
like crazy.
Kaido and Big Mom being good back then, especially Big Mom. That's her
Yeah, I
prime.
wouldn't.
For
I guess
Kaido,
that
he
would say
19. That nigga gonna be more rebellious than probably now, right? So I'm just thinking like how
You
he
got
got them on
Whitebeard.
their
Yeah.
crew. I mean, Whitebeard was on the crew too. You're
Because he
right.
was strong. That's why.
Jada, what you think?
Rocks was probably just more like Blackbeard, honestly. He's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. Who's fucking with him? That's his
That's what
belief.
I'm. That's what I
But
was leaning towards. Not like he not evil, but
like,
he not like the greatest
besides,
person.
like going toe to toe with Roger, and then look at who all it took to beat him. Like real shit. Who's fucking with me? I'm finna do what the fuck I want to do.
that's true.
And then look who I got on my crew, bro. I'm finna do what the fuck I want to do.
Facts.
Yeah, he has some
I got a
monster
nigga that
shit.
I'm not
destroyed the
doing.
planet.
I'm
Who is
not,
really talking to me right
I'm
now?
not doing none of that shit. I got everybody in, bruh. The youngest fuck too. Yeah, bro. Nah.
Everybody
I
hit
don't care what
prime and
nobody
shit.
says. That is the strongest crew we have seen, bro. Like Straw Hats, like they tough, bro. But the Rocks Pirates, that is probably the craziest looking crew I've ever seen in the One Piece verse, and probably will ever see in the One Piece verse.
I
Like,
mean, yeah,
Hell
lucky.
yeah.
Unless we
And
see Joy
Blackbeard.
Boy's crew and see what they was
Blood
like.
Boys crew, yeah.
yeah.
No,
That's about it.
that's some ancient shit, bro. With what we just
You
seen, the
right.
feat we just seen from Joy Boy, bro. The people he decided to keep around in his company, bro. That gotta be some crazy motherfuckers, bro. For real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The
That shit was
first
None of
pirate,
it.
the first nigga to say, "All right, fuck it, we ball." Like,
We've seen a lesser extent with Shanks. He turned Green Bull's devil fruit off from far away. Like he was at the base of
yeah.
Wano, turned that nigga's devil fruit. Well, I don't know. It could be interpreted that he turned it off or that
Green Bull
he
was like
he
surrendering.
felt his presence. It was like let me back off.
He
I thought he
started
just
pissing
told him.
himself.
But that's a hint. He turned all the Gorosei shit off in Egghead. So imagine that's like the peak that
Not even that.
we're supposed to get at.
Bro,
Like you can actually
that was
turn niggas devil fruits off.
easily
Full
the
on
greatest hockey
neutralization.
feat we've seen. Like no
Yeah.
other hockey feat in the series has topped that. Knocking
Yeah.
out every vice admiral there, damn near every marine besides probably Kizaru, from what we know, and then
Yeah.
knocking out the Gorosei from their monster demonic forms and
And
shit,
sending
too,
them back was crazy.
and sending them back home to Mary Jewels. So I don't know. That was easily, and that's been cultivating, like we said before, like that's been cultivating for over 800 years, bro.
Yeah.
From a fucking dead man. Like that's
Been marinating.
just sitting
Y'all
there.
think he's a monkey?
No,
Y'all think he's like a monkey man?
Hell
Joy
nah.
Boy?
No. No.
I wonder if he is a different race though, because Ancient Kingdom. But
Because
He
I
got
was
like a
just
peg
saying,
leg and like a robot arm. I think
okay,
he's
I want
human.
to see that
even
again because I
just
don't know if that. I couldn't tell if he was just
Thought
a
he was-
skinny ass nigga.
it looked like he had a fake leg and a fake arm.
Yeah, because one of his arms was just like it looked like this.
he's probably gonna
It
be the
wasn't like
nigga
his
with the eye
hand like this.
patch.
Yeah.
Lego, like a Lego.
Yeah, it looked like a Lego hand. Dead ass.
My thing is
Yeah.
too is y'all remember during the Reverie arc where we see Emu for the first time and they show the giant straw hat in that cooler in that freezer area.
Yeah.
Like, is
Yeah.
that Joy Boy straw hat? Because at this point we're
That's what
seeing
people
him
were
in
saying, low-key.
comparison. We're seeing him in comparison to Emmett in terms of like size and scale. Like he looks like a regular person. So obviously we know Gear 5 can make you ginormous. We know that. So
I mean,
But-
like scaled up to that giant robot, he could still be pretty tall. We don't know for sure.
but Luffy's
Yeah,
straw hat
I think
doesn't
he looked a
grow.
little tall. I think he looked a little tall next to Emmett.
Luffy's straw hat doesn't grow when he goes giant though. That's the
I don't
thing.
know.
I guess that's true.
It always stays tiny.
Oh, you're right.
So
I mean,
I've been banking.
he
on
has to be able to
for
make
some
it
time.
grow, right?
I don't think he can. I don't know. Because I mean,
Yeah,
he has
Every other piece of clothing grows, but that not the fucking hat.
He'll be able to
I
make
never
that
paid
shit grow if he wanted
Yeah.
to. Like, let's say this. Let's say, for example, Joy Boy was fighting back then, but instead of having the straw hat off, he was always wearing that shit. So if he went giant, naturally it's just gonna grow with his body and his clothes,
That's
like
what I was
everything
saying.
else.
it stayed giant though, even after he died.
Maybe
That
he
is
died.
crazy. Yeah.
Maybe he died like in his big giant form or whatever. And it just stayed that way or
So
something.
maybe I was close the hat.
I mean, I could see
Kids
that
full of
probably.
hockey.
Oh, you guys are talking about when Emu walked up to that fat ass straw hat, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That being Joy
He
Boy's
was
hat,
talking.
I mean, I could kind of
That's what
see
people
it.
are thinking.
I could kind of see it. Like if he was just like an abnormally like a giant, actually, like himself was a giant, but like he was standing on top of a hill when talking to Emmett. I guess we can't really say how far away from each other they were to say like
They
their
were
size difference.
relatively close for them
I
to
would
like.
say, yeah, I was thinking that they were relatively close, and it looked like he was like towards his neck more like. It was like like more
He's
the size
definitely
of
like
his
a full
head.
size. Obviously, he's a full size adult. He's not a
Yeah,
giant because if he was a giant, then like he'd be like giant by default. I mean, like then he'd
Yeah.
be way
yeah.
way
Then he'd
bigger.
be bigger. Yeah,
Yeah,
he'd
way.
probably be fucking patting that nigga Emmett on the back and shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, we got a lot. We ate a lot, bro. Like if we were to go through and literally list off like every single thing Egghead has done, like the Reverie stuff with Emu and Sabo and Fujitora and Green Bull and the Revolutionaries. We got Shanks and Kid, Blackbeard and Law. We got all the Bonnie and Kuma stuff. We got Luffy and Lucci, Luffy and the Elders. Like it's just Vegapunk and the news that he broke that completely turned the world upside down. Like it's just so like I don't think we've ever had an arc do something like this before in One Piece. Like in terms of, and we'll go like one at a time here. So like in terms of like this arc as a whole, like in terms of like the New World arcs, post time skip arcs, where would y'all rank Egghead at this point? Like fresh off the arc ending, obviously. So this is fresh, raw, could always change going into Elbaf, obviously, and so on and so forth. Like where would y'all put this at? We'll start with J Dot. Where would you put this at, bro?
2.
What you got over it?
I got it. What I got over it is it's biased opinion. It's just personal favorite, but Sabaody.
Sabayoti
Sabaody
was
was perfect.
stone cold
Hey, the
though.
parallels
I'm
for
not even
Saboti
lying.
and this arc go crazy, so I
Yeah.
fuck with that. I
It,
fuck
it,
with
was-
that.
it was perfect. It was just so much going on, and like since then, like with everything Egghead did, yeah, bro, it was solid. It was more than solid.
Yeah, it seemed like I guess you could say Egghead and Sabayoti was pretty similar as far as like it was like the parallels between them being in danger and them becoming the danger. Like it was like a whole reverse card for them.
Yeah, Kizaru pulling up beforehand, he was a menace. They had no answer to him. Now, like
Luffy
have
fighting that
Now
answers to
nigga.
Luffy
Yeah.
beating his ass, bro.
Beating that
Mhm.
ass.
Literally,
Jesus.
even the pacifistas, bro, they had nothing against that,
Yeah.
and then they're easily just taking these things out. We're seeing just how fragile these things are to the point where they're making a whole new series of pacifistas with the Seraphim. So I'm just like, it's crazy. So in terms of New World, though, where would you put Egghead in like post time skip arcs?
Mm.
New World. That's see now I gotta rank it differently because Wano is crazy. I fuck
It
with Whole
was.
Cake a lot too, but like those two right
Mm.
there,
Manga whole cake. I see.
that's interchangeable. I could
Those
go
three.
1 or 2 with those.
I feel it. I
This
feel it.
roster, it gets knocked down a bit just of long as fuck.
Yeah.
Dragged
All
on
right.
for a little minute.
All right, Skully, what you thinking, bro? Post time skip, where you putting Egghead right now? Fresh off the end.
I put Egghead #1. No, like just regardless across the board. Egghead has by far been my favorite, most enjoyed arc. Just for the simple fact that it's everything that I asked for. Like this whole time, like since I've noticed, since like the beginning of my One Piece journey, and then I started to notice that like One Piece was more than just like a pirate show, and there was more behind that, and like the world building, like how crazy the world building was. All I ever had was questions about the world building. Like the power ups was cool, the the fights was cool, but I always wanted to know like why the fuck are things functioning the way they do? Like why are these things the way that they are? And we got so much lore, and it really makes me feel like when Oda was saying like yeah we're reaching the climax, like we're towards like the end game of One Piece. It really felt like it because it's like we it's so it was so much shit happening back to back to back, and it wasn't just like no little shit. It wasn't like no side quest that turned into a main quest. Like the shit that's happening is like, oh no, like we for real now. Like we these the big dogs and shit like that. And even like seeing like what we saw this arc, all it does is make me excited for the future. This is like I said, this is by far my favorite. Like we got so much, like especially like on the Void Century. Like that's been my biggest question mark with One Piece. Is like I want to know so much about the Void Century and the fact that we got
This
so
arc
much on
opened
that.
that door. This arc
I'm
definitely
saying
opened the door.
we got the confirmation that the Void Century just being like a being an entire war between the 20 kingdoms and the civilizations that we still learning what we kind of learned about, but we don't know a lot about them. It's crazy, man. I'm excited. This arc has me excited, and this is why it's my favorite arc because I don't think any arc. I mean, arcs have had me excited towards the end, but this arc for sure, nigga. This shit has me hyped. I can't wait to see. I can't wait till we get to Elbaf. This shit got me too hyped.
Masterclass setup.
Oh yeah.
Cause I know it can't be anything boring. Like it can't. It's not gonna be. It can't be no dud after something like this. Cause so much crazy shit happened. You can only go up from here. You can only go
It's gonna be
Jalen,
Usopp's
what you
trading
thinking,
arc.
bro?
up. Oh
Akuma,
God.
what's Akuma thinking, man? Where you putting it at?
I got Elbaf number one. Not Elbaf. Fucking. I asked Egghead number one. Now, there's been so many bomb drops for plot and story wise. Literally everything we've gotten every chapter has not been a letdown. From the moment it started, from Garb, Law, Blackbeard, everything we've learned from the whole story, everything like, bro, you can't sit here and say every other. Only other chapter after that is Wano that, in my opinion, that dropped that much info when we learned about backstory that we've been asking for from characters we haven't seen, but we hear about. Odin was this. We got everything we wanted. Egghead, we got everything we've been asking for. Now we're going to Elbaf, so it's like what more could we get now? So it's like I can't wait for Elbaf to see what we get from it because, like we said, we've been hearing about this since what Little Garden, Dory and
Oh
Brocky. We've
yeah.
known about them since pre-time skip, bro. Like we've known about them in Elbaf when they first started setting sail. Like we didn't even have Jinbei on the crew. Like we were still getting members at that time. We're finally getting there. Like I want to see what the hype is about.
Yeah, bro. No Frankie, no Brooke. Like it was early.
Bro,
Did y'all
I know they was
Like we were
freaking out.
still getting crew members.
Literally. Dre,
How
what
many
you
We
more
think?
knew
crew
about
members?
Elbaf then.
How many more do you think they're gonna get, or what?
Yeah, I mean, do you guys think Lilith is actually joined? Or is
I
she
Nah,
don't
with
think
them?
not for now until she
Uh,
gets a place where she can
it's
remake the other punks.
it's like a Momo carrot type dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's temporary. Like she's gonna. It's like Law. Like Law was with them for a little bit, but he was never like a
Yeah.
core member. Like she's gonna be a part of the fleet by the end of it. Like she's gonna be probably not like a fighter in the fleet, but she's gonna be like part of the alliance. She's already is part of the alliance at this point. So, and the fact that the government doesn't know that they like she's alive. I mean, I think York does to an extent. 'Cause I think York is just smart enough to know, like, yeah, she's not dead.
Aren't they
But
disconnected?
Yeah,
yeah, they
yeah.
disconnected her. But I don't
no, I
know if
thought she disconnected her. That's why she got knocked out.
yeah, she did get knocked out. But I think York is. They're both Vegapunks, so I think they're gonna figure out that like
I think
she's
she
still
will
alive.
eventually, but
At
I think
some
right
point,
now
but
she
not right
probably
now.
thinks, yeah.
Yeah. Not as of like right now. But as time goes on, there's definitely gonna be something that shows that she's still alive. But Dre, what you think, bro? What's your favorite arc in the post time skip now?
I don't want to like jump on it, but it really, I think for a full cohesive, like Wano was really good, really good. We got a lot in it. It just felt like we were in one. I started One Piece and caught up by the time Wano was over. That shit was crazy. I think the end of Wano was fantastic. I just think bits and pieces in the middle, it was kind of like, I guess I didn't read Wano, so that's also a thing. I only watched the anime up until that point until I caught up. But I want to say Egghead though for sure. As far as a full cohesive arc goes, like we just got the ending and the way that ended. I wasn't left wanting more. I was left wanting more from the next. Like it was a perfect lead up into Elbaf or into the next arc. I wasn't like Wano. I was wanting like I felt like we missed out on a whole low hanging fruit with Zoro. Felt like we missed out a lot more on swords and hockey. Like as far as that, like when are we gonna start learning more about? Like we got a lot about swordsman, but we didn't get that much in terms of like actual lore. We got lore on Wano swordsman, not like
Black
the shit we
blades,
want to learn.
how to
Yeah,
make a blade black. Yeah, I feel what you. I've seen.
yeah.
I see. Yeah.
I appreciate
Zoro
Wano for
training.
what it was. Whole cake for me was really good. It just doesn't compare as far as like getting that the lore piece compared to Wano and Egghead. I want to put Egghead then Wano. As far as my overall pick, I don't even fucking know, man. I go
That's
back and
hard.
forth. Honestly, from the journey to this point, for me, low key, still Baratie. I ain't gonna lie. As short as that arc was, learning Sanji's story, that's when I knew that was my turning point of knowing I'm fucking with One Piece. Like One Piece is that shit. Was learning Sanji's backstory, him and Zeph, and all that shit, and then Zoro's claim to be the best swordsman at the end of the story with Mihawk. I don't know. It just brought it all together. That I got the full One Piece experience at that point, and I was like, I was fully on board. So for me, I guess bias it would be like something like Baratier. Um, but yeah, Egghead's been as far as like getting the lore and everything and tying up loose ends that we want to know into the next arc instead of it being like how Wano is. I for sure put Egghead up there, number one.
Yeah.
Terry, go ahead, bro.
Uh, well, I feel like in Egghead, they kind of just like towards the end of it, they grabbed a fat bowl of knowledge and just started like throat stuffing us and stuff. But it was it's like it was like an amazing arc as far as really seeing, I'd say, more the ending and towards the information we got. And the art that they have given us as far as the anime, that shit is peak. I would honestly put Egghead at number one. I would put Egghead at number one as far as the way they paced it, the way they put out the knowledge for everybody, the way that they really showed imagery of everybody seeing this information for the first time, and they're just like blown away or they can't believe it. A lot of mixed feelings around the entire world. Basically, this arc just affected the entirety of the world of One Piece altogether. So that's why I would say that's really up there. When I would only put it's really close to Wano, but like you guys said earlier, like we didn't really get too much about the swordsmen, the samurai that we wanted to know about. Didn't really get to learn too much about Zoro, but I mean, at the end of the day, it was kind of more of a different story that was being told. So I can respect it. I can definitely respect that. So regardless, it was still a really good arc. So I would really put Wano and Egghead like really, really close together.
Sounds like a one or not a one a fucking Egghead glaze session right here. Well deserved.
Definitely recent.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
It's definitely
Look at
recent.
what they gave us, bro.
That's
Like
facts.
around this time, I mean, no offense to any Naruto fans out there.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Around this time, you know, like any type of war arc that we would have gotten from that
True.
would have just been, you
Man,
know, power.
Niggas in the same area fighting. That's what it would have
bro, hey,
been.
when I went through my 2 year trek of fucking watching Naruto all the way straight through, by the time I got to the fourth grade Ninja War, bro. No, by the time I started Shippuden, I was probably all the way off in another state doing my own thing. By the time I got to the fourth grade Ninja War, I had met Will and Jay and all of them shit. Jay was suffering through that shit with me the whole time, bro. That's how long I was watching that shit. I was probably I was probably out there for like a whole year, just suffering through that one arc, bro. That's all I remember.
And this ain't even like a war arc either, bro. Like I can only imagine like when we get to that final stretch where it's
Oof.
literally just
There's gonna be so many
everyone that we've
characters
been
on
wanting
screen.
to
Nigga.
see do some shit. Dragon, Shanks,
It's gonna be
Blackbeard,
crazy.
the
And
God
we
Knight.
finna actually know every single one of their names, unlike
gonna
in
be
Naruto when they
Oh
have
god.
everybody up
It's
there.
gonna be
Hey,
fucking.
that's the nigga with the toothpick in his mouth. That's the nigga. I think I seen him one year ago somewhere.
It's gonna
Like,
be
bro.
It was in the filler
it's gonna
episode.
be like the All-Star game, man. Shit,
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Bay explosions, marine grunts, bodies flying in the air, man. Shit gonna be crazy, bro.
Dude, that's what
Oh
it's
Uh,
gonna
shit.
like.
Shit gonna be
forget
like the
Luffy got a
Olympics.
whole
All the
fleet.
R-stars gonna pull out, man.
I want to go back to
Team
like the
USA.
ability
Yeah, that
Oh,
whole
Oda,
fleet at
God.
the end of
the ability Oda got, bro, to affect, like you said, affect the entire world that he built, and that nigga built a crazy, crazy world throughout all these arcs. We've getting a
Bruh.
lot of world building,
Super
and
fire.
this arc really, like you encompassed that very well. He really did. It affected everything, and I think that adds to Egghead more for sure.
For sure.
Ooh,
Tyler, what's
so
your
much.
favorite art, bro? Post
Mm,
time.
it's tough, bro, cause I think my favorite right now is still gonna be Wano. But I think if you ask me objectively what the best post time skip One Piece arc is, it's probably Egghead, because of, like everyone was saying, we got a big ass lore dump. We had great fights. Luffy versus Kizaru, the Gorosei pulling up, Lucci versus Luffy and Zoro. Zoro clash with a freaking Gorosei member, like Bonnie's background. We just had so much stuff happen. Kid versus Shanks, Law, Blackbeard, like Garp Aokiji, everything was just insane from start to finish. It felt like we were on go the whole time. I don't know. It's hard because, like, really the only thing that's really holding Wano at number one for me is mainly Kaido versus Luffy and the Odin flashback.
That shit was fire.
But, like, as a whole, bro, yeah, because, like, reading Wano weekly, at some parts it could be boring. But, like, with Egghead, I never felt bored. Like, I was always anticipating the next chapter, like, because I knew it was going to be some crazy shit.
I think it
We
was
were
only
always getting
one
something crazy.
chapter I was kind of bored. Or like it was just like we were waiting for the info to drop.
Bro,
Yeah.
100,000.
Say bored, I just say it's like I was
1,000%.
just fucking
It was
waiting.
when Luffy was locked up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
The
Oh
pacing
shit.
took a nosedive when Luffy was in Udon, bro.
yeah.
I did not read that part. Not gonna lie to you.
I watched it and
I
I'm glad I was
Yeah, I
binging
watched
at that
it.
point, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I had a culture shock too when I started One Piece. I was watching One Piece, which is like a fan edited version where they edit it down to like the manga pace, but it cuts off midway through Wano. So I was watching it regularly paced, and then I gotta watch this nigga Luffy in jail for like 3 years. Nigga, I'm like, oh my god, bro, I can't do this shit.
Fuck that.
Yeah, bro was in there for a minute, dog.
Damn, I did forget about that. There was some slow ass parts in Wano for sure.
Bro.
Bro.
Thinking about that. Thinking about me watching it now, binging it, and thinking about y'all niggas week to week waiting. I feel bad, bro. I feel
what
bad.
the fuck?
Tough, bro. It was
Because
tough.
even
man.
if at that point you're totally right, because it felt like Dressrosa at that part, and that was pissing me off. Like them running around with Big Mom, like I was just like,
freaking
bro,
red
get on
bean
with
soup and
it.
shit.
Big Mom doesn't have her memory and shit. I'm like, bro, come on, let's get to. We were just at a good part of this nigga about to train and stuff, and he's just stuck
And
in the
that's
fucking
why I
prison.
gotta put Egghead over Wano, man. And it
That's fair.
hurts. It hurts me, man, because Kaido is one of my favorite One Piece characters. Y'all know, bro. Niggas know. Like the Kaido hype is real over here. And
All too
the
well.
fact that I gotta put Egghead over that, because like that was some peak One Piece, bro. Roof
Rooftop
piece,
was
bro.
peak.
Roof piece was nuts, bro.
Roof piece was OD.
Crazy,
Shit
bro.
was OD.
Luffy walking up to them niggas on the roof. That was
Like
probably
that's
one of the
when he
best
really
moments,
Hey,
bro.
solidified himself, bro.
I'm
Like
not
that's
gonna
when
lie.
he really did.
when that shit first came out, I did not get to see that. I did not get to see the first time when everybody was talking about it when Luffy walked out, punched through that motherfucking door. Bro,
bro.
when I made it to that part, I was just like, I get it. I
Omega
get it.
levels of aura.
That's
You
Luffy.
That was when
actually
I
Crossed
do.
knew.
that threshold, bro. He
That's when
crossed
I
that
knew he was a
aura
Yonko now,
threshold.
nigga. That when he looked at them, he said, "Nah, I ain't fucking with y'all, man. Let me go check on my friend." I said, "Yep,
Yeah.
Luffy got that aura now."
Yeah.
That shit
Nah,
was
He's
dope.
bro had that fly ass coat
So
on out of nowhere. I'm like,
Hmm
yeah, bro, he him
Facts.
now, man.
I'm
The
He's
cap
saying,
is
Mr.
toe to toe.
Cause where the fuck did he even get that, man? Who gave him that
That's what I
Mm.
coat,
was
man? That
think
thinking
about
nigga
it.
too. I
just
think it
he
was
just had
Chopper.
the
I
he just
guess low
had that
key,
motherfucker.
what I will say is the jump from Wano and how hyped up those crew's powers were, at least the monster trio and shit, to going to Egghead, that did kind of disappoint me, I ain't gonna lie. Like Zoro taking forever with Luffy playing around and shit. I think
He
that would
was
be like
he
my
was being
only
a little
downside
excessive,
of
bro.
that arc. But it was strong niggas, so it's like you can't
Do
really
you
be
per- do
mad.
you do you personally think it was like a struggle, or do you think
I
he was
don't think
just
he was
fucking
struggling.
around?
I think they were just fucking around, and I was kind of pissed. Like, nigga,
Shit,
take him out, bro.
I
I
think
They
that
think
man was
that
so
overestimated
I
fully
don't
that
think Zoro
shit.
dialed.
was fucking around. Zoro takes shit seriously.
I think that
Mm.
them going into Egghead really, I think it really like put more emphasis on the fact that like Luffy's at that level now, bro. Because that spread of the Emperor or not the Emperors, the Elders popping up, and you just see Luffy out there just by himself, bro. Like in Gear
Yeah.
5,
That's true.
Tiny
just
That's where it
ass
started
looking,
little
picking up,
Luffy.
though.
looking at all five of them, bro, in their fucking demon forms, in their little Yonkai forms, bro. Um, or yokai, not
He just
Yonkai,
by
Yeah,
yokai
himself.
yokai.
forms.
Yokai.
In their little yokai forms, bro. Like, bro,
Also, the Admiral shit's starting to piss me off. Like, I'm tired of. I get it because their characters are written like that, so like they don't be trying all the time. And after this chapter, we fully got like that nigga wasn't trying, bro. He was really not trying to kill Vegapunk and all that. So, really don't think Kizaru was going full out. And this chapter like made me believe that even more. But I'm starting to get pissed off that the admirals aren't doing what I want them. Like when we saw the Yonkos on screen, them niggas were doing what we thought they were gonna do. When we see the admirals, bro, it's like okay, Kizaru's fucking around because their sense of justice, I get it, is off compared to what they're being told to do, and that's why they're like pussyfooting and shit. But I'm ready to see the admiral hype. I'm more young. I know Yonko, at least in my heart, I believe the Yonkos are stronger for sure, but I need to see why the Admirals were hyped up the way they were. We even got like more blue balled on the Punk Hazard fight, which kind of pissed me off too. It was just another
I do
little
appreciate
barely
the fact
flashback.
that we did see Kizaru show some actual emotion this chapter, though.
True, I
Like
agree.
with Kainu speaking crazy to him like that, because that's just how Kainu treats him. Because Kizaru is laid back, he's lackadaisical, he's always doing some bullshit, he's always not taking shit seriously because he literally has one of the most OP fruits in the verse, so he can afford to just not take shit seriously and still get the job done.
Mhm.
Like we saw that perfectly on Saba Odi. Like if you would have took that shit even like I'd say 5% more serious in Saba Odi, all them pirates would have been dead, bro.
You would have one tapped them before
Like
Rayleigh stopped them. High key.
all them pirates would have been dead. So the fact that we actually see him like speak on that, like, hey, like, have you ever killed your best friend before? Like, come out here and see for yourself if you don't believe me, yada yada yada.
Balling, bro. Balling his eyes out.
Man,
But
that shit.
Kizaru don't got that luxury to be acting like that because he's done some grimy shit too. The government has done grimy shit too.
I want
Like
to
we're
see more. I want to get the Admiral lore because like we ain't got shit since Marineford about like anytime we see an admiral on screen, it gets cut short or we don't see the full picture or we don't see the full thing. The most was Green Bull, I guess, in Wano, but like even Fuji on Dressrosa, nigga pulled up. All he did was really pick up the debris, talk to Luffy a bit,
Flex a little
which
bit.
I appreciated, but like we're still not getting shit on these niggas. We got more with Sabo, I guess, fighting Green Bull and Fuji, but we didn't get to see it.
You
So it's
know
like
what this
it's
kind of
shit like
reminds me
that.
of too? Like, you know how on O'Hara with Saul and Aokiji. Aokiji was having this type of
Yeah.
reaction too, having to take care of Saul like that. Now, Saul didn't die, granted, Saul didn't die, but having to pack up Saul and see the destruction that he caused on Ohara did kind of set the seed for what we're seeing right now with Kuzan.
Yeah,
So it
especially the
could
end of the chapter.
be, yeah, we could see a specific type of reaction like that for Kizaru. I don't think he'll completely turn tail like Kuzan did. I don't think he'd do that because the government needs him on their side, especially in going into this final war. But we do see that he is feeling really a type of way right now. So it could lead to something. It could not lead to something. Who really knows? But it does give me like parallels to how Aokiji and Saul did handle their issue with Robin and stuff like that. So it is
That's a
reminding.
good parallel.
Yeah, it
I
is.
do think Oda did good. We finally got some lore with it. That's why I think that was my favorite part of the chapter was the Kizaru shit. Like seeing some emotion, seeing like he was friends with Vegapunk type shit. And they were like
That was his best
we're
friend.
starting to see a little bit more of each of their justices, and that's what I want to see more going forward. It's just like more lore for them and the Marine perspective. Really, we don't get much for the Marines. They just pop up, get their ass beat, and that's that. Besides the admirals, obviously.
Who do y'all think the dude on Elbaf was at the end? Let's kind of go around and throw our predictions.
Okay.
We can start from let's start from J Dot again, man. I feel like J Dot I feel like he about to say some shit. I see it on his face. He gonna say some shit.
I only got two. You know, I could think it would be, and that's either Dragon or Shanks. Shanks is basically already there. No guarantee if he's already left or not. So I mean, that one could be kind of obvious.
You think that
Dragon.
Oda would hide him though? Because that he was
Heck
purposely
no,
hiding this
that's a
person
new
from
nigga,
us.
bro.
That's what I said.
And the nigga sipping on some scissor.
And Dragon, that nigga still, if he ain't do nothing here in Egghead, that nigga, he's still looking east, bro.
You got any other predictions besides Dragon and Shanks? Like a anybody?
I can't think of anything wild at this point because everything seems too set in stone. Like we know, like everybody's on this same track right now. So everybody's gonna meet at some point. So I just can't see anybody like outlandish being right there. Shanks is my most like that's exactly who I think it is. Like I think they're going to have that meeting. I don't think anything serious is going to happen between them. Like no fighting or none of that. Maybe like some training or some shit. But like other than that, nah, I don't. It's a race now.
Terry
So
and
that's just
Tyler
how I see
smiling
it.
too much, bro. They up there smiling. They ready to say some crazy shit. I already know Terry about to say some wild shit.
Yeah, Terry gonna say some crazy shit.
Oh God.
Jay,
I'm
who you think, Jalen? Who you think it is at the end, bro?
I got Shanks. It's all Lee's doing. Everything says Shanks. Literally, he was there. He says we're gonna go for it now. You're talking about the One Piece. He was already on Elbaf. He's the only one who knows they're coming. Like, how else would the Giants know to go to Egghead? Who else knows that we physically have seen there?
That is true.
I mean, it kind of
That's
looks
the
like
only
his
person we've
cape, I
seen. No,
guess.
I can't think of nobody else. Like based
Why
on
would
the
he?
evidence.
I just don't understand
And
why
then
Oda
look
would
at the
make it a silhouette if it's someone we already know.
Yeah.
You think he's wearing a
I
different
got an
hat?
answer for that.
Nah.
Okay,
And
go
then
ahead.
he also prolonged this whole meeting.
You want all right, Tyler? Go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro. We'll do
Yeah.
Skully after you.
I'm with J Dot and J, bro. It's Shanks. I think it's Shanks. And I think Oda is hiding his silhouette for hype to keep it, kind of ambiguous, but also for the fact of like when I look at this image, I just see Shanks, bro. Like it's like something he's done in the past. He's just sitting on the edge drinking sake. Like I think the sake, him drinking is what's giving it away for me. And he's saying, "Come on then." If he's saying that
Oh, I forgot
to
about
me
the
it's like
text. You're right.
Yeah.
it's like he's waiting for Luffy or waiting for the Straw Hats. You know what I mean? He's waiting for them niggas. He's like, "Luffy, you're Yonko, you did all this shit at Egghead, you took down Kaido. You've officially become a great pirate.
think
No,
that's a
you're
good
not saying
argument.
that they're about to. You're not saying nah.
I think they're gonna fight for sure.
I think it'll be
This
like
whole
some
time
baby
for
back
it.
type shit. Like they're not gonna fight like
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
death
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything. You know what I mean? But
On some
that's what
Roger
I
and
think.
White.
I mean,
Exactly, J-Don. So Roger and Whitebeard, bro, they're gonna clash, bro. They're gonna pull up. Shank's gonna
And
be on the
like,
edge.
everybody's gonna be cool. See everybody test their skills out.
I would
It's still a
love,
race.
Bro,
I would
Like the way
love for
I
Luffy
see
to
it,
just hop off the boat and just straight hands, bro. Straight hands. He's like, it's time, nigga. It's time.
I want Shanks on the edge of the cliff, the boat pulling up. Luffy sees Shanks, boom, pull up, clash right there, bro.
I'd be
Bro,
down
On
for that.
site
Conqueror's
type
Haki.
shit.
on
On
Site.
site.
bro.
And then they have the
Yes,
little
bro.
banquet, like how it'd be a good parallel to
Like a
Roger
little
and
hockey
Whitebeard.
clash, and then their fist clash with the Conqueror's hockey, bro. That would be insanely.
It wouldn't even
hype,
have to
bro.
be a full fight. It'd just be like a clash, like you said.
Exactly.
And then
And
he's just
then
like, you are
It'd
stronger,
be a
nigga.
quick one.
yeah, they're just on some cool shit after that, and then they
Yeah.
just go on about the arc. Come on, bro. That's
That'd be kind of
gas, man.
tough. That'd be kind of tough.
Skully, who you think
That's
it
what I'm
is,
saying. Because
bro?
how long did Oda meeting off?
It's been since chapter 1.
Literally chapter 1 since the beginning of the story.
Forever.
It's been like since like 1 or 2. All right, Skully, who you think it is, bro? Let's get the bets going. Let's get the over unders going, bro.
I fucking so initially I saw it and just like without hesitation, I'm just like Shanks. All right, that's Shanks. It looked like Shanks, but I don't know. I mean, then I thought like, why would he fucking silhouette him? Like, why not just like show a picture of Shanks saying like show up? And then I don't know for some. I don't know why. For some reason, I just thought about niggas who drink in One Piece, and then I just seen everybody saying Shiki, and I was just like, okay, but like, why?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I don't know. It just the gambler brain in me. I'ma just throw some shit out just to see if it worked, nigga. I'ma just say it's Loki, just cause.
Nigga, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I was
same
thinking
thing,
like
bro.
it's either that or it's Loki. We don't know nothing about this nigga Loki.
Yeah, because
I'm
just
saying,
like
like, it
in
could just
Whole
be
Cake
Loki.
when they were talking about, bro. Yeah, definitely. I mean, damn, that's crazy.
Hey Skully,
Yeah.
great minds think alike, man.
I'm
Great
saying
minds
that like
think
it could
alike.
just
I
be Loki,
like
man.
that.
That could be Big
you
Chillin',
so
man.
lucky I let you go before me, nigga. Because I was gonna say Loki. So lucky.
I literally had that same thought process looking at it. I was like, I mean, it looked like Shanks. And then I looked at the other words and I was like,
Because
come on then. And then
just like Jay was saying, who else would know that they're going? The King of the Giants would.
yeah.
Loki
He would know.
Why
So-
silhouette Shanks if it's gonna be because if I want to build that hype, I'm gonna just put Shanks in that panel. Shanks is gonna be chilling in his
That's
little
what I'm
crown,
saying,
his
exactly.
little throne, and he'd be
100%.
like, "Ew, come on, then."
100%.
If
There's
anything,
no reason.
if you wanted to hype up a fight between Shanks and Luffy, like I feel like silhouetting them like would be cool, but then like also like just drawing a panel of that nigga Shanks looking like mad angry, like
Looking tough.
like had that nigga looking upset, like come on nigga,
Why
like all that
silhouette
shit.
him if like we already know like Shanks has been looking
Because
forward
Oda
to
like to troll, bro.
But why do all that just to make it Shanks? You know what I'm saying? Why silhouette him and then we're like, oh, it's just Shanks. Like
For
there's
niggas
no
like us, bro, so we can guess and figure out who that nigga is, bro.
like there's no excitement.
Right.
There's no like
If it
build.
was Shanks, I don't think I'd be too excited. Like
Because
I'd
we
be like,
are
oh, that's
already
lit.
expecting. We've been expecting this since Marineford, bro. We've been expecting this since the end of Wano, bro. We've been
What if it
expecting
was-
this since chapter fucking 2 or 3, bro. Like we've been expecting this since forever. This
Shit, he could- what
reunion
if it-
between them.
What if it's Shanks double, nigga?
All right, there was that. I remember him talking
Damn.
about
It
that.
could,
That would
it
be
could be Shanks
insane.
double in that bitch.
Nah,
That'd be crazy.
that's OD. So you already got me and Dre's guess. Terry, I know your ass was gonna say rocks.
Wait,
So
well, yeah, but here,
Let him
here's
say it,
why.
bro.
Let him say it out of his own
Oh
mouth.
God, you just stole that
Alright,
nigga's
we
thunder, bro.
gotta keep going. So hurry up. We gotta keep going.
Look,
Man,
first of all, the nigga. It looks like the nigga got a hat on. Is that like what not would be a hat, right?
I don't know
Shanks
what the
wouldn't be
fuck that
wearing a hat.
Shanks don't got a hat right now. Nah.
Exactly, right? So that looks like that's more like a hat. It's a nigga sipping on
What
some
if it's a
scissors.
throne?
Or what if it's his coat, bro? Like the
Yeah, like the
things on the coat.
I forgot what
What do you
that's
call
just
that? The
called.
collar.
yeah.
The collar.
Collar,
Gate
yeah, yeah.
Nigga, you're telling me he's drinking all the way up here?
Bro,
That's
that
because
lines
he's
up with his.
drinking it.
That lines up with like
It
his
comes-
mouth or face.
Yeah.
I feel
Because if
It's like a
he's
tall
sit,
ass collar.
I feel like it looks more like it's like a circle-ish hat.
I see that. I
I
see it
can see
visually.
that, but fair enough.
And the
Keep
reason
going,
why
keep going.
and then the reason why I also is saying that it could be Rox is because Rox is one out of two of the only people that we've always seen silhouetted throughout the entire series. Rox has always been a silhouette. Nobody's ever said he's died, nor has been captured. He was just defeated, and then he disbanded his crew. We
What's
just seen in Wano, we just seen two of his strongest crewmates link back up. Like, who's to say that he's still not out there big chilling himself? And who's to say he doesn't have some extreme observation hockey
fair?
himself as well?
What puts him on Elbaf though? That's my next
That's
question.
what I'm saying. Because Shanks would obviously know if Rox was there, and that even adds even more questions. Because why
Has
is
Shanks ever met Rox or seen Rox?
I
I'm
think
pretty no. Shanks.
he'd
was
have
in
to
a
know what he
baby.
looked like though, right?
Yeah, Shanks was in a treasure box on God Island.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
God
You're
Valley,
right.
God Valley. He
Yeah.
was in treasure box.
Unless there was some
And
sort of
didn't
altercation
Shanks
later
leave
on.
the
or something.
island
You're
prior to
right.
dogging out fucking Kid? Wasn't he leaving the island?
Nah, he was just chilling there drinking with Dorian Broggy and all the hoes, bro.
Yeah.
All the hoes.
Weren't
then
they
this
bringing
nigga
his shit?
just
Homies,
pop
he's with
up.
the homies, bruh.
Bro, you saw all the hoes pop up on that nigga when he was about to go pack up Kid.
They were there, but you know
Aura.
he's Mr. Celebrity Cool Guy, bro. He
That's
said, "Get
aura.
off me."
That's aura, bro. That's strictly aura. Right there.
So y'all are saying he was going to Elbaf? He just got to Elbaf when that
No,
happened?
that's his territory. Elbaf
Yeah,
is Shanks'
he was
territory.
on. He was
Like his
there.
territory.
Yeah, kid pull
But it
up.
doesn't also it doesn't have to be somebody strong either. It could be somebody who is maybe we've seen in the series and significantly weak. I
Could
don't
be
think
another Roger Pirate, low key.
it could be another
Gabon?
Roger
Because
Pirate
people
too.
are thinking like they're strategically set up on the journey. Like Rayleigh was in Sabodi.
The guy.
He had to
You
be there for
know,
a reason, waiting for somebody.
because you said that, a lot of people have been speculating it's probably Gabon, because that's one of like the only major Roger pirates we haven't like
That we,
seen or interacted with like that.
Yeah, it's not Bullet. All the people saying it's Bullet. It's not Bullet.
Bruh.
Bullet, nigga.
If
Look
it's
at his
Bullet, bro,
wrist, bro.
I'll be hot.
His whole arm was the size of a nah, bro.
What
Ain't
if we're
no
all
way.
wrong and it's Panda Man?
Bruh.
He's
Oda
just
would be
chilling with a
crazy,
drink.
I'm not
He's
gonna
like,
lie.
come on, then.
And him and Luffy clash, bro.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm with it.
All right, so we're at 52 minutes, so we're gonna keep going for a little longer because I want to get y'all predictions and hopes. So aside from the most obvious shit, we all know that we're waiting for Usopp moments, Yasop, blah blah blah. What are y'all hopes and predictions with Elbaf? Aside from Usopp, we all want to see the Usopp shit, so you don't gotta say Usopp. I know like 5 of us are probably gonna say Usopp, so you don't gotta say Usopp. Aside from that, what are some of y'all predictions? And it could be an open discussion. We don't gotta go one at a time. Like, what are some like things that y'all are like really hoping that we get here?
More info on hockey. I want to learn more from Shanks or somebody. Cause like
Okay.
we know stuff, but it's like we got the basics from Rayleigh. That was it. We know as much as Luffy knows. We know Rio and shit. We know Conk, but like I want to see more ways to apply that shit or more ways to apply the other hockeys. I don't want it to become in game and it's just niggas with Conk and that's
I
it.
think that's Loki going. I think that's
I mean,
how it's
it's probably going to, but I feel like if Garp gets confirmed, no Conk, then that's what I want because then that shows us that people can contend with niggas at the top without Conk. That's what I want to know is like you just have to have Conk, and if it's just a Conk battle, whose Conk is
I think
stronger?
that's how it is because like Joy Boy, it just seems like it's a big dog little dog situation.
That's
Like
tough. I guess,
big
yeah.
dog Joy Boy, big dog Roger, big dog Shanks, big dog Kaido.
I like the
And
hockey shit because like you didn't know who was gonna. Obviously, now we know whoever got stronger armament plus Conk is pretty much gonna win. But it's like, what if Mihawk's not confirmed Conk and he's continuing with Shanks type shit? What
No
if
way.
Garp wasn't? I just want to see. I just want to see.
we
I
know
guess I just want the more. I want more in
we know
depth.
Garp now.
I want more in depth on the advance. It was really nice getting Rio and Wano getting more advanced forms of armament and shit and how to apply that. I guess the next level would be more on observation. We don't really know much except future sight as like an advanced form. Like, is there more? Can you really turn off somebody's future like Shanks is told to be able to do?
Future killer,
Yeah.
future sight killer. Yeah.
So like I just wanna that's like my number one besides the Usopp shit is like, okay, we get lore on that and then lore on Nika and shit. Cause
I
that's
think
where
that's a
the
given.
origin is in Elbaf, at least,
Yeah, I think
or at
that's a
least
given.
more lore. And I get Soul. That was the one too. Meetings that nigga Soul, cause he read all the books on Ohara after they recovered them all. So I want to see that interaction between him and Robin and what they share with everybody else. Cause usually we get our real lore dump for the crew from Robin. So if we can get that, that'd be dope.
Anybody else? What y'all thinking?
How sure are we that this person's on Elbaf?
It said it.
Oh,
He
yeah,
he
I
brought
did
it.
see
He
that.
brought he brought the
I
text
gotta
back
say
with him
that.
to Elbaf.
I see it now. I see it now. What, you know, I do think we are gonna see Loki in this arc, though, for sure.
We're
100%
100%.
think we're gonna
Oh
see
yeah,
Loki
man.
in
If,
this arc.
if this is the Elbath arc, man, we gotta see the king for real, cause we not coming back. We ain't spinning back to Elbath, so shit.
Yeah, no, y'all remember how they made Loki look like when he was shadowed
Like a
back in
big
Whole Cake?
fucking, like
Like
a
a
Yeah,
blob?
like a rectangle,
big,
like a fat ass,
yeah, ball.
like a fat ass rectangle with a crown on.
Bro, I just hope that they make bro look like decent. Like not like a blob or
He
something
was
like
tight. He
Oh,
was,
that.
he was
Knowing
tight though, like
Oda,
one of them Don to Don aliens. Will that's what he was with a
Oh,
crown, one of them crowns. With them niggas in the suits, nigga. He was built
nigga,
like one of them.
knowing
hey
Oda,
man.
he probably will be, nigga. We saw Vegapunk. We seen most
Bro,
of Kaido's crew was
you saw
goofy
how
as hell.
Kaido and Big Mom used to look before we knew they were
exactly.
like they
That's
always
true.
look weird as fuck, and then he makes their final design look crazy. So
And
yeah,
Kaido
and
cold as
didn't
fuck.
and didn't is it wasn't his like whole backstory like he got his heart broken by like a girl or something? Maybe he hit the gym or some shit.
He
Cause
had
he
his
had a little
little
glow up.
he had his gym glow.
Yeah,
Oh,
nigga went to the gym.
all right. I can see that. But
Jay,
damn,
You look like you got something on your mind, bro. What's your most anticipated moment here? What do you hoping we get here?
Besides Usopp, my most anticipated was Saul, like Dre said, because we ain't heard nothing from him since the O'Hara incident. But other than that, I feel like most people are not gonna like this, but Sanji's finna get talked about in this arc because we literally saw this man Luffy go from being exhausted after Gear 5 to taking a bite of meat. And this man is back Gear 5 ready. And we've seen him need a whole break to go back. Sanji's finna learn some recipe or some type of cooking thing that's gonna boost that. I already
that
see
would be
cooking
sweet
coming
as
for
Comp,
fuck.
that was comp, nigga. That was
and
comp.
if
That
that
was
That
does
was
it for
hard.
That
You
was
Luffy,
too,
was
nigga.
good. Nah,
what
that
is he
was
gonna
real
do for
good.
the
That
That
was
rest
was
of the
real good.
crew?
hard.
We cooking. You cooked with that.
And if it
That
does
was a
that
good
for
one.
Luffy and he goes Gear 5, what is it gonna do for the rest of the crew?
That's true.
Like that's my only thinking.
If anybody was to
Mm.
be able to pull that
On some
off,
Like
it would
chopper
be
shit, like
Luffy.
with the pills, but his food instead. He's like, let
It's like,
me.
do you
He
ever
on some
really
D&D
see
yeah,
shit. He like, yo, I got
food
buffs in the food. Y'all eat up, nigga.
and overcoming the stamina issue?
he
Because it just
hasn't
makes
even
the
used none
story
of the
broken at
cooking
that
he
point.
brought from whatchamacallit. Remember,
Because
he
like
did a whole training arc and had cooking skills. He hasn't used none of those.
if
That's
Luffy
what whatchamacallit
overcomes the
taught him.
stamina issue, it
Snarl.
makes him just way too fucking broken, especially for like these final end game villains. So
I
that
mean,
would be a good caveat. Just like with Egghead, he was able to get back into it quicker with the food being there. If Sanji does learn some shit from the giants on like cuisines and different delicacies like that to like boost his vigor back up
mhm.
way more like quickly than just him doing it over time. That'd be like a good caveat instead of him just going through a training arc with like Shanks or whoever and just
I
like
don't
having
think it'll be that broken though, low key. Thinking about it.
well, I mean, we
People,
don't know what
because
he
people been fighting this nigga. It's just more so Luffy. You don't know what to expect just
yeah,
because he can do whatever. But people like Kaido, nigga was 10 toes. He was bouncing on the rubber too. So like, who knows
He was.
how how these top fighters we about to see will react to Gear
Kaido,
5.
let
That's
See,
that
Shanks
shit's
doing
about to
the
go
same shit,
crazy.
bro.
Spin the block, man. Let Kaido spin the block again.
So yeah, like niggas like Shanks and shit. So I'm expecting them to be able to adapt as well. So I still think he's gonna have some fights. I think it'll just be more fair now that Luffy can, if Sanji gets that stamina buff fixed for him, and he just gives him some food every time he's tired, or they got something ready for when he's tired. It's low key. We gonna finally see some real fights at post Wano, like in terms of like a drawn out like Luffy going all out type shit.
Jada, what you
Yeah.
feeling, bro?
And
What you
last
most anticipating here?
I'm with you on the Sanji shit. I just don't think it's gonna be like on that. Like that should be cool. I fuck with that, but I feel like with Lilith on the squad now, the Germa information is finna come back up. Sanji's finna get a
Mm,
buff. That's how I feel. Like, and not just Sanji, you got Frankie, you got Nami. Those are people that use technology with Lilith on their side. Like, they can
that's
buff up
true.
real, like, and depending on how much time they spend in Elbaf, they have enough time to adapt to all that. Then you got shit with Luffy. My biggest thing, like his stamina wise, like all he needs is time. Like to like I feel like he's gonna learn how to really conserve his hockey. Like he'll be able to last
Ooh,
longer in the fight because really that's what's killing his stamina, his hockey. So in Elbaf, he learned how to control that flow. He's straight. I
you
can't see
right?
nobody touching
Because
him. That's why
they say
really
it leaks off him, right? In Gear 5.
right.
So
They said
maybe
he
it's
supposed to be
unintentional
out
and
there
he needs to
fighting.
control. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that. I
yeah.
like that. That's
If
why
he
I want to
becomes
learn more
more
about the hockey
controllable,
shit, bro. That's what I'm saying.
a
And
more
then you seeing like
controllable
with Joy
Gear
Boy,
5.
was able to store his hockey. Like you can, it's so many flexibilities with hockey. Once we learned that right there, it's different shit that she can do. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, hell yeah.
Y'all think that
He gets
Griffin
right.
that Shanks made was real? Or you think that was just
I
anime
mean,
fluff?
I think that was just
Uh,
some anime shit.
Yeah, I
It
think so.
kind
yeah,
of excited me because I was
yeah.
like, can niggas really do that with hockey? Are we going to see some crazy shit in Elbaf?
That is probably what it would look like to kid. I
Because
would say that's probably
Oda
what it looked like to kid for sure.
mangakas work with the animation studios, right? I mean, sometimes we know they go off there on their
To an
own,
ex-
but
to
like,
an extent.
yeah.
Little.
He's
okay,
not like super endeavor. He's looking over every draft and every episode and shit like that.
giving them passes and shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think he kind of like oversees it to an extent because he's like weekly working on his own shit. So it'd just be a
Yeah.
lot for him.
So you think he
Because
like literally like you think that Falcon didn't come up, that he just literally just zapped right to him?
yeah, that's how
Yeah.
he did in the manga.
Yeah.
He literally speed blitzed him and cut through him in his fucking.
Like you
Yeah.
remember when Roger did the commissary
Bond
against
Depart.
Odin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably like that, but they, it's Shanks, so they got to gas it up. And
He
he
did
be
that shit
getting
in
hella
Film Red
gas and
too.
Egghead too. Yeah.
Because like with Luffy and perfect example, bro. Luffy and King Cobra in Snake Man. In the anime, it was actually like a cobra that was formed through his hockey or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
In the manga, that's not how it was. It was just super
I
fast and the
mean,
head got
that
hurt
one's
and
not
shit.
that bad though, because it's like we know now, knowing now, I guess, that his power is imagination, and he really made those forms based off the monsters that he was fighting on that island with Rayleigh. I
Yeah,
just
but
think
the
that's why
effect
they
was
imagined it like
made
that.
like a King Cobra,
Yeah,
and like
true.
the manga, it didn't do that. So
Yeah.
it's just sauce because they did it in Film Red too. Him and Shanks, when they did their final attack together, they made constructs out of hockey that time too. So it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, okay, okay. I
sauce.
didn't watch any of those movies, so
Yeah, it's just he
Constructs
did it
out of
with
hockey on some Green Lantern shit, bruh.
that's what I'm
oh,
saying, nigga. What if imagine Susanoo?
Ah, I don't know if I
Nah,
could
I
do
don't know if
that.
I'd fuck with it either. Actually, thinking about
I
it.
would fuck with that shit. If he had a Susanoo that was like that little eagle, that falcon, nigga, that shit would be sweet. Fuck that. That would be dummy sweet. Nigga be like, oh, okay. He could stand up there
honestly,
like a boss battle and shit, like ha 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 ha, and just fucking
I'm, I'm
thunderclash down on some
surprised.
cheeks.
I'm surprised none of y'all brought this up, man. For me, when it comes to like my hopes and expectations, like y'all all said some gas already. I think more about the man with the burned scars in the ship that he's
Mm.
on. I want to learn more about him. because I think he might have that last poneglyph.
So
Whether
you think he's gonna be on Elbaf?
I don't know if he'll necessarily be on Elbaf, but I think we might get another situation like with Egghead where we're bouncing around. Probably not as much as Egghead did, where we're bouncing around from place to place. But I think we might get some more in terms of that because that's why Shanks was there. Or not Shanks, Kid. That's why Kid was there. He brought that up. He's trying to find a
Yeah.
man with burn scars, and we know it's not Saul because it brought up that he's on a ship somewhere sailing, like some black ship, and people thought it was Dragon, and people thought it was this and that, and it's like it seems like it's its own individual character we haven't seen yet. So hopefully we see some more shit with that. Obviously, more about the Void Century, which I feel like we might get, depending on how deep they go with the poneglyphs. If the last poneglyph is there, who knows?
We might not get Void Century shit till the end. Later,
Oh
like
no, I
the
don't think we're
war.
gonna get like a flashback or nothing, but just like more like tidbits, like how
Okay,
we got
yeah.
with Egghead. Like
I
now
think
that
we
we're
will.
in that final stretch, because like this was like the best boost of momentum that Oda could have did going into this final stretch. Like doing Egghead the way he did, and then just using all this hype to like push towards what was already hype as fuck with Elbaf, even more hype now. Like it's just so many just expectations and theories and all types of shit just bolstering at the seams now.
The libraries in O'Hara now are not in O'Hara, in Elbaf now. So
Yeah, it's all got the remnants.
So we probably will learn some tidbits, like you're saying, unless Gorosei pull up. They're like, "Oh, we know that shit's there," and they try to burn it before anybody
good luck.
learns.
All them
Niggas
giants.
still
Oh my
alive.
god,
Good luck.
Luffy and Shanks. Yeah, that would
You
be
think we
tough.
start seeing God Knight start getting mobilized now?
Yeah, I was gonna
For sure.
I ain't gonna I was gonna say it. The shit that I was fucking the shit that I was excited for is probably because I was assuming that the Gorosei got sent out and they basically failed their mission, that the only reasonable next step would see the introduction of, like, if not all of them, at least one of the God Knights or some of them. That like I said, that would only be like the next thing to do. If we sent the fucking elders out and they got fucking poofed, and they felt they shit, then we might as well. I feel like that just might be like, fuck it.
Mhm.
We start reaching final boss levels. On top of another thing, I think we get in Elbaf is I think we finally get the speculation cut. I think we finally find out what Shank's true motives are, or at least get a bigger
Yeah.
hint of that. I wanna see what that's about. Like I'm tired of like the will he want that, like this nigga want to see Luffy shine, but then this nigga popping up having meetings with the five elders. Man, I need to all the rat shit. Man, I need to know what's really going on, man.
Facts. You're spitting right
They're
now.
I agree.
pirates.
That was a good one. That was calm.
I need to see what's really going on with bro now, man. I need to see some God Knights. I think that's the next big step. That's the next biggest bad that we know of, man. Unless we running into some more legendary pirates and shit, man.
Unless they ran directly into Emo.
Or the admirals again.
She's not leaving that throne.
Or the admirals, yeah.
But I don't think they're not pulling up to Elbaf when they know Shanks is there. Fuck. I don't think they're that dumb.
Yeah, they weren't even pulling up to Wano for
Reminiscent of the
Kaido or
old
Bigger
girl.
Mom. They're not.
Well, Shakes' daddy is working with the government, bro. He gonna be like, y'all better stay off my son.
Well, I don't know if that's confirmed. Is that confirmed?
No.
Well, we'll know here in a couple weeks in the anime. If that nigga got red hair, they're related in some way.
Yeah.
Has to
He
be.
does got red hair. That's fair. What if he's blonde? I mean,
If
I
he
could
got
still relate. It could still
Blonde
relate.
hair with a moon hair, bro? Hell nah.
If he got
Or
gray
blue
hair,
hair.
if he got gray hair, then we'll know within the next like month or two when we get the God Valley flashback when we see him in his younger form.
He probably do got gray hair. It would
he
make
probably does
sense.
have gray hair now because he's
Yeah,
older. So
exactly.
when we see him
And it's
in
like
the
a
God
moon,
Valley
too.
flashback and his hair is like red, like Shanks, because his face is literally Shanks in that shit, bro. Like that's literally Shanks with a fucking moon crescent hairstyle.
That's your daddy.
Has to be some type of relative, bro. Whether it's uncle, dad, whatever.
Oh, speaking of the moon, it just made me think of Skypiea. The fucking Sky Island shit. You think Skypiea is gonna come back, or not Skypiea, but I guess the Sky Islands are gonna become important, like sooner rather than later? Because we saw Lucia get destroyed. Shit went up 2 meters. So like, what happens when the war starts happening? We gotta evacuate niggas to the sky.
Possibly.
I'm excited to
Because
see some shit about that too.
That's why
Yeah, Vegapunk can make clouds too.
Vegapunk
So
set it up.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah.
said make sure we leave this memory not to destroy the cloud making factory because we're gonna need this. Then they wiped their memory.
That's true. Jada, you were saying something too?
Yeah, I was just saying you got the person to make the clouds,
Mhm.
so it got to come back up.
Yeah.
This was
Like, it
honestly
has
the
to.
best possible scenario for what just went on. Like for at least one of the punks to get there. I saw someone, I think it was maybe Braga. I think I saw someone I fuck with on YouTube saying that it seems like their personalities might be converging into one with Lilith, maybe because we
I think
saw
they are.
Lilith crying for a little
Because
bit.
And she
She
said she
sound-
was hungry too.
And that's why
yeah,
somebody brought up, how are
Here.
you the evil?
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't even
I
peep.
have the
I didn't
chapter
even
here.
peep.
Yeah, she was. I think all the Vegapunks are in one now because they were saying how, oh, we didn't say Vegapunk, but she was like, in a sense, you did. Like, I'm still Vegapunk. You know what I mean?
She
Yeah,
did
I
bring
just
them
didn't
all
think.
back.
I thought their consciousness and I didn't think about their personalities and shit being like showing. I didn't even peep that, bro. I was just thinking like,
Yeah.
oh, she's hungry because she
Yeah,
just
'cause
woke up, or she's crying
Man,
because they really just died. But I didn't think about the other
shout
personalities.
out to
She's
that
got the
man
personality
Mossy,
of
man.
York.
Shout out to Zoro
Facts.
standing 10 toes, man. Second hand. Tell them niggas to stop being soft, man.
Stop all that
Yeah,
damn
she
crying,
literally,
man.
Lilith literally
For
says,
fucking
to
real.
put it simply, everyone's alive.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they're all functionally
and
dead,
then
yeah.
she goes to
I
each
figured they
emotion.
would go straight to her brain
Yeah.
and she'd be able to just
But
remake the
York is
bodies.
alive too, right? Unless
Yeah.
maybe York got off screen.
I don't
But nah,
know because she says she's hungry and York was the one who would always eat and shit.
we
Yeah,
didn't see
remember she's
York die.
disconnected from
yeah, I
York.
think
She's
That's what I was
disconnected,
thinking.
and York is the one that handled the eating and the bathroom responsibilities. She's no
Yeah,
longer connected, so
yeah. So yeah,
she do
now that
that.
they're not connected, yeah, she's gonna have to probably do that now since York isn't connected to do that for her, for
Yep.
all of them. So she'll probably have to eat. That makes sense.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that would mean that the other emotions would need to be fulfilled on her side too if they're not all connected because they
Yep.
each handle that separate emotion by itself.
Yep.
So
That's
now
why she was
she'll be
crying and
handling
tired.
more than just that. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make
Remember,
sense.
they didn't sleep
Yeah.
because only York handles the sleeping, and she was literally knocked out. Oh, you're awake.
Oh.
That was
Yeah,
literally
she
a
slept
big
for
move
like
they
how
made
many
on when
days
she
they
woke
said
up.
she was out for?
Yeah, she was out for a minute. I forgot.
Nah,
That's
man.
I don't
that's
think it
facts.
says.
Yo, so Vegapunk was already telling himself that he had to die. He knew he was gonna make off that island.
Yeah, I did. I like that
Yeah.
part of this chapter too. I was like, damn. So
He knew he wasn't gonna get
that's
out
why
of
he was
there.
saying that shit to Sanji.
It was required, bro, to start all this, to put all this emotion. He had to die, even though he's not
Yeah,
actually dead. Like
Become
he
the
had,
martyr.
yeah, he
he
had to be the
actually
He
martyr.
had a contingency plan for everything.
one of the Vegapunks was it Shaka. He actually in the beginning of the arc, he actually calls I think Dragon
Dragon.
and
Yeah, tells him he
tells him
thinks
like
he can die.
I'm about to die
Shaka?
soon. So the first one with the helmet
Yeah,
on.
number one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaka.
Daft
That's
Punk.
That's Daft Punk, bro.
He do look like
Literally
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk and Punk. Yeah, that's
Daft
insane.
Punk,
That's a
bro.
good callback, Skully. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that was like
I
dead
did
smack in
too.
the beginning when they first pulled up before they even touched down. That was like a little like when he called them and told them like, yeah, I'm gonna die soon. And I'm like, ain't nobody. I didn't
I
really
think that
catch
was right
on to
before
that
they
shit
did the
then.
memory wipe.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was after the
probably.
memory wipe. Because remember, they woke up and he saw the letter he wrote himself before the memory wipe.
Right, right. Yeah.
So exactly what you just said though. Y'all can't feel like that silhouette is Dragon.
Nah.
Look at where the head is, like the cape. The cape.
Don't give me hope,
Man,
bro.
Oh,
Don't
Oda lost all my hype for Dragon so far.
He is
I'm pretty sure
looking
Dragon's
east,
still
man.
Nigga
in.
looking
He is
east,
looking
nigga.
He said he is looking east. How you know what direction that nigga looking, bro?
He is looking east, man.
He's he's still on Kamabaka, chilling and waiting. Niggas just waiting. I do want to see the revolutionaries do more too.
Yeah,
I
man. I feel like them niggas ain't did shit as a unit yet.
Yeah, not at
How
all.
close is their island to Elbaf?
I don't
Far as
know.
shit.
I couldn't tell
Nah,
you.
Kamabaka's in the new world, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it's in the New World. Yeah.
So
but
it
I
shouldn't.
think
It might not be that far. It'll probably be decently far, but not. I don't think it'll be far enough for them to not pull up if they need to. Will they? Probably not, unless it's Sabo.
We're getting what we want, man. We're getting what we want. We're about to get the Shanks and Luffy reunion here, man. Oda's on break, so he's resting, cooking up some shit. Who knows how this first chapter is about to go? Who knows what we're gonna see?
Mm-hmm.
If Egghead is any type of like pre-indicator, man, like these next couple years, 6, 7, 8 years until One Piece finally wraps up, shit, maybe a decade from now. Who knows, nigga? We could be 30 by then.
I was about to say when we're fucking 40, bro.
Damn near 40, bro. Yeah, I'll be 35 in fucking 10 years, nigga. I'm old as shit. So
Damn. No, I'm just kidding.
so who really knows how this shit's really gonna play out, bro? But we'll stop it there, man. We'll stop it there. I appreciate
Yeah, we're at hour 14.
I appreciate every single one of y'all for tapping in. Obviously, we'll have each and every one of these new niggas links, and if you want to tap in with their socials, we'll have them plugged down in the description down below, so y'all can tap in with them, man. And definitely expect to see their faces again in the future, because like I said, we're gonna be doing more discussions on manga chapters outside of One Piece 2, probably. But definitely more One Piece discussions on the way, and even you'll probably see them pop up on the pod too. So on the podcast itself, we'll start having guests here in the coming weeks and months as well. So did y'all have any other questions, any other statements, final thoughts, outbursts that y'all had before we wrap this up?
It's right.
Yeah.
My
Let
top
us.
5 is
J-Dot.
Usopp,
Appreciate y'all, boys.
Usopp, and Usopp.
That's crazy.
Hardest route after one of them.
God
Nigga said
damn.
the
Usopp
Usopp
stocks are up though.
Nigga just listed the Furious 5 of Usopp's, bro.
And Sengoku finna be there too.
Only thing
What's
I
his
have to
name?
say is let us know in the comments what y'all think about like this, what we could do to improve this, how we did doing this, so that our future stuff doing discussions on like manga panels or not manga panels but manga chapters and shit like that. Let us know what y'all want us to discuss. Let us know if y'all want us to talk more new gen. If that's the case, My Hero, JJK, shit like that.
Expect to hear some JJK content on the pod.
Oh yes,
So,
sir.
expect to hear some JJK.
Yeah, we got some shit to talk about for that.
We got some shit to talk about. But Jalen, J-Dot, y'all got anything else y'all got?
No, sir. Baka talks to the moon.
Yes,
Baka talks to
sir.
the
Baka
moon.
talks to the moon, baby.
All right, man. Well, I hope y'all stay safe, man. Stay blessed. Eat good, read good, watch good, be good, man. And we're going to catch y'all here in the next one, man. Dre, you know what to do, man.
Oh, God.